Kitkatscanread.
Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing you my first April 2024 book. Well, I say first because, you know, there will always be more. That's all I can say of that. But this is going to be a big one. I went to Waterstones and Forbidden Planet on my day off, after payday of course, and also I have discovered Vintage, and so I'm a little bit obsessed to the point where I'm checking daily. But I found a lot of like nostalgic reads on there, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to sharing you those, and I've got more on the way, so that will be in another video. So these are all kind of like in a pile. I will let you know where I got them from and like any comments about them. I will try to be as quickly as I can with this as well. Won't really go into too much detail what the books are about because I don't want it to be a massively long video. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first book that I got to share with you, I got this from Waterstones. I never even knew this was going to be released, and this is Ali Carter's new and latest book, which is The Blonde Identity. I was just like, why have I not seen this? But yeah, so I feel like this is going to be really good. When I was reading the back of this, I was like, you know what, this sounds like really cool, and you know, Ali Carter's just like really good with these kind of like mystery and kind of like, you know, finding things out, heist. Ali Hazelwood's even quoted the front on it saying that it's hilarious, it's unputdownable, it's a great romance, and wonderstruck. This sounds right up my street, so I'm so looking forward to getting around to this at some point. But I'm thinking this is going to be a really good read. Yeah, this will be interesting. I've just flicked through and it literally has chapters which are like him and her. So could this be told from multi-perspectives? All the more interesting. But it kind of like gives me like maybe like blonde agent vibes. I don't know. It just sounds really cool. And I always like when books have characters that wake up with no memory of like who they are. It just sounds really cool, so I'm all for this one. I've got here Mina and the Cult, which is the third book that's in the series. This is by Amy McCall. She also does booktube as well. Lovely person. I've met her in person. She's great. She has an adorable little kid as well. And yeah, so I love vampire books. This is kind of like inspired like Buffy. I've yet to give them a read. I'm sorry, Amy, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Like, they're one of those books that I really want to read, but there's just so many books out there, and like, when are the books coming out of the TBR? Like, when are they being chosen, you know? Like, it's just... But I got the third book to spur me on. I love the cover to this one. Blue is my favourite colour, so this one's probably my fave. I'm excited because now that I've got them, I can like binge them, so that's like another excuse as well. So if you like vampires, why are vampires, New Orleans, you know, that sort of stuff, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I think you'll enjoy the series. And yeah, I'm just super excited now that I finally got this one. Okay, these next three I got from a seller on Vinted. They were actually selling the whole set, but I've already got 2 in the series, and I just sort of like queried with them. I said, would you sell the other 3 so I have the full set? And they were like, yes, sure. So yeah, they sold them for like £10 each, which obviously is less than the UK price of £12.99. Yeah, they're all £12.99. So yeah, I've saved a few pounds off that. So the first one I've got is The Legend of Zelda, The Minish Cap, and Phantom Hourglass. Was that one? Then I've got The Legend of Zelda, Four Swords, and The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, and Oracle of Ages. So I've got these 3 now. I own the Ocarina of Time and also the Majora's Mask. So I have them all. I'm really excited. Zelda, if you don't know, one of my favourite games. Here's my little Zelda tattoo right here. So yeah, really happy that I have them now to add to my collection. Waterstones had a sale shelf, and I found some graphic novels that were really cheap. This is called Our Torsos Align, which is a human and monster love. Story and art is by Ryo Sumiyoshi. This was £3 in the sale. So originally $20.99. What a drop, guys, what a drop. So you know me and my mangas, I love them, and I love the cover to this one. So yeah, never heard of it before, but I'm all for it. Okay, so also in their sale they had a Midnight Dark and Golden by Holly Race. I believe I've got the first book. So this was £1. I couldn't pass it up. I literally could not pass it up for that price. So yeah, I just couldn't resist. And also lovely and floppy. In their sale they also had The White Cat's Revenge as plotted from the Dragon King's Lap, volume number 1. This was £3. And I feel like I've seen this, so it's £10.99 originally. So what a drop. But this is actually a story. This is one of those kind of like, you know, anime style like covers, and then it's like a story, so I quite like that. So this was in the sale in Forbidden Planet. This was on my Amazon wish list, the KON Complete Omnibus, and it was in the sale for £12.99. Now it's been on my wish list for, I don't know, maybe like 2 years or something like that, maybe less, I don't know. But yeah, £12.99 in the sale, and I was like, that is amazing, because like on Amazon I feel like it's 20 something, maybe like 20 or at least I'm not really sure, but I remember I definitely don't think it was this cheap. So I was like, I feel like that's a sign. It's a sign, I just need to get it. But yeah, I believe like these are school kids that have formed this band, and I remember reading the first couple of volumes a few years back, and I quite enjoyed them. So yeah, I wanted to continue, and then, you know, this is like purchasing one volume, but they're all in one, so the price pretty damn good. So also Forbidden Planet. Now Forbidden Planet, they always take my money whenever I go. So this was in the sale. This is The Blood Traitor by Lynette Noni. This is the sequel to The Prison Healer. So this was in their sale. It's £8.99, but it's also signed by the author. So there's a signed book plate that's on the inside. So I thought, amazing. And for the price that it was, I was like, that's really good. So to get it signed for that price, when it was £16.99, I was like, that is great. So this came from Vinted. Someone was selling this. I think I bargained with them £6.50. I have been meaning to get the hardback of this. I've got the paperback, but I've got all the others apart from like I think the most recent in hardback with the deckled edges. I got the other books, they were in a sale when I was at Yalk the very first time a couple of years ago, and yeah, so I just wanted to get the first one, and this also has deckled edges, so I thought maybe it's a sign for me to get it now. I do want to reread it. I do want to read like all of the series. Like my good friend Alicia, she just goes on so much about this series. But I like hardbacks, and to have them all matching, now I've got it. I'm really happy. So this is The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. I got this from Amazon. I could not find it in Waterstones, but I've been watching a lot of people's favourite books of last year videos, or like, you know, most recent reads, and they've all pretty much said, like, anybody that's read this book has said it's amazing, and it's been on a few people's top books of the year. And it sounds so good. Like, literally, I'm just Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with this competition vibe, but with a book. So, yeah, but I'm told it's, like, really magical and, like, really cool. And, you know, I just want to read it. So, I got this from Vinted as well. Someone was getting rid of this. Yes, it is an ARC, but I was after the actual book, but someone was getting rid of this. And this is The Agency for Scandal by Laura Wood. I want this first book. The sequel's not long been released, I don't think. So yeah, this came out like beginning of 2023. I've been meaning to get it. I've read a book by Laura Wood before, absolutely loved it. So yeah, of course I want to read other books by this author, and yeah, I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this one. My friend Charlie was getting rid of Where the Heart Should Be by Sarah Crossan, and I've read books by this author before and I get to read it. This is another story that's told like in verse, and I've read other books by Sarah Crossan with verse in it, and you know what, I really enjoyed them. So we're gonna see what I think about this one. So someone on Vinted was selling their copy of Cardcaptor Sakura volume number 3. Now the outside cover, it's not in the greatest condition. It's an ex-library book actually, but for the price I managed to get it for, really good, because these have been discontinued. You can't really get them anywhere unless it's like secondhand, and I've got 1 and 2, and now I've got 3. So I'm really happy that I've got it now, because Cardcaptor Sakura is just one of my favourite animes and mangas. So yeah, I'm super happy. I've got this to add to my collection. I've got some nostalgic books here, which I was really like happy to find. So bear with me. I have got here My Funny Valentine by Karen McCombie. I mean, like, this goes to show how far back this is, because it's like $4.99. But my goodness, like, this author just brings me back. Definitely. Crazy times. Let's look at the publishing date. 2001. You know? And then we've got Blissed Out by the author as well. And then I've got a Buffy the Vampire book here. Here Be Monsters. You know what? This doesn't even look like it's been read. That's crazy. I've got 3 Sabrina the Teenage Witch books. Now that really brings me back. Fortune Cookie Fox, Scarabian Nights, and Knock on Wood. Loved Sabrina, so happy to have these books, definitely. Then I've got some Mary Kate and Ashley So Little Time books. How to Train a Boy, Instant Boyfriend, and Too Good to Be True. So these honestly all bring me back. Nostalgic reads, I'm telling you. Then Home Farm Twins, guys. Socks the Survivor and Speckle the Stray. I remember watching this TV show. Yeah, the books were $3.99. These will be really old. These would be like in the 90s. Yeah, 1999. I was 9 years old. Home Farm Twins. They have so many books. I'm kind of tempted to collect these as well, because I remember like kind of reading some of these. In fact, I'm pretty sure I read these. So yeah, really happy that I managed to find these from a seller on Vinted. So that's good. Then I got Holly Buzz and A Happy New Year. It was in my Amazon wish list, and someone was selling it on Vinted. I didn't want to pay like a stupid price for it because it's a very thin book, but I wanted to add it to my Hollybond collection. So yes, managed to get this for a good price. And then another nostalgic series. These are some books by Sue Lim. It's the Girl 15 series. I'm not sure what the series is actually called, but this is the order. We have Flirting for England, Charming but Insane, Absolute Torture, Pants on Fire, 5-Star Fiasco, Chocolate SOS, and Party Disaster. Now, I think I read maybe up to 5-Star Fiasco. I can't really remember too much. I don't think I read Flirting for England though. I think that one I didn't. I started with Charming but Insane, it's Girl 15, Charming but Insane, and Absolute Torture and Pants on Fire. I think I literally read those. But I've got them now, so I can reread them and hopefully fall in love with them again. But yeah, these are being sold for a really good price plus postage, so I just couldn't pass it up. I was like, you know what, this is nostalgic heaven. I'm loving it. So I got this book from Waterstones. This is the Louis Ortega Survival Club by Sonora Reyes. I couldn't pass up the edges actually, like look at these gorgeous edges. But I love the synopsis of this book as well, and the main character is autistic as well, and I really like that too. And yeah, it just sounds really cool. So this is the author of The Lesbian's Guide to Catholic School, and I was just like, where do I kind of like recognize this art style from? And it's that book that's literally right there. So yeah, I couldn't pass up the book. I was just like, you know what, I really want this one. So like, it just sounds cool and quirky. This is a book I've never heard of before, and I saw it on the table in Waterstones, and I was like, you know what, I really like this book. So this is called The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lee. So look at this one. So Nika is a blood carver. She's the power to heal or harm with just a touch. I just think, when I read the synopsis to this, I was like, this sounds amazing. I love like these books and like the masks and everything. I just love it. So good. I'm really happy I got it. Like, it just sounds amazing. This book was also in the sale. Kyle Thomas, Guardian of the Realm, The Extraordinary Adventure from the TikTok Sensation. Well, I've never heard of it, but then again, I'm rarely on TikTok. But yeah, in the sale for £3, when it's RRP 20. It's a graphic novel that's in colour. But you know what, I feel like I'll read it and I'll see what all the fuss is about. And then I finally got Darker by 4 by June C.L. Tan. So I just really wanted this book. I was highly anticipating it, and I just couldn't wait for the library to get it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to get it myself. But it just sounds so good, and I'm just really happy that I have it now. It's just, it looks amazing, and I was so happy to find that it was in Forbidden Planet. I was like, you know, it's a sign, I need to get my hands on it. In the sale in Forbidden Planet, we have Family of Liars by E. Lockhart. This was $1.99 in the sale. Amazing price for a hardback with yellow edges too. And I don't own this one. So I read We Were Liars, and I think, so this one is set before the events of We Were Liars. So this is kind of like a prequel to it. But We Were Liars is also on my to reread list, so I will get to that eventually. This next book, Floating Hotel by Grace Curtis. This is a signed and exclusive edition. I found this at Waterstones. Absolutely love the edges of this. Gorgeous and pretty. Also got a beverage there on the naked hardback. But yeah, hand signed as well. I just hear great things about this one. A sci-fi book. Don't really know too much about it. I love the cover to it, and I just hear good things. So I found some books in the community centre near where I work. So I've got here Dog Diaries TV Star. This is volume number 7 by Rachel Renee Russell. I previously have hauled other books, but I hear really good things about this series. Then I have got here Scars Like Wings by Erin Stewart. Also from the sale, Parasite Positive by Scott Westerfeld. I remember this from like, I want to say either college or secondary school. I've got Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Gorgeous classic book. I was just like, I don't own Moby Dick. And then I have got here Disney Princess Beginnings, Cinderella Takes the Stage by Tessa Roll, illustrated by Adrian Brown. So yes, children's book, but you know what? Cinderella. I don't care. And also there was Belle's one as well. So this is like when they were like young. I don't know, I probably enjoy it. There's another Dog Diaries book here. Volume 10, Puppy Love. This one looks like it's not even been read. Happy to continue the collection. Then I've got Girl Missing by Sophie Mackenzie. I've read some books by this author before, really enjoyed them. But yeah, couldn't pass this one up. Then I found Ink Spell by Cornelia Funk. Love the cover to this. But yeah, this is the sequel to Inkheart, which I believe I own. So I was happy to find that. And then this is The Diamond of Drury Lane by Julia Golding. I own this, but I have the ARC book from years ago, and I like the cover of this one. I really enjoyed The Diamond of Drury Lane, actually. I'm due a reread of it. It's been so long. I'm talking years. So my good friend Charlie was selling this. The Demon King by Cinda Williams Chimer, 7 Realms Series Book 1. Don't have a clue what this is about, but I know it's very popular. So, got my hands on it. Right, in the Forbidden Planet sale, they were selling these for 99p each. There's Beauty and the Beast Fire at Sea. Some Gave All and Vendetta. These are all by Nancy Holder, based on the series that's created by Ron Koslow and developed by Sherry Cooper and Jennifer Levin. Now, I believe it's been made into a TV show. I like paranormal books, so, and for 99p each, I was like, that's a bargain. So this is a book that I got from the works. I'm seeing it everywhere at the minute, but it also sounds really good. This is called Those We Drown by Amy Goldsmith. I love the cover to this. And it just sounds really good. And then from the works, I also got Mr. Hockey by Leah Riley. Been seeing this one everywhere. Hockey romances, you know. This one is First Down by Grace Riley, another sports romance for £3. And then I got Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young. And yeah, this was in the 3 for £6 deal. And then I got My Dog Romeo by L.J. Shen and Parker S. Huntington. This was £3.50 and it was on my Amazon wishlist. From Sainsbury's, I got Wayward by Amelia Hart. Been seeing this everywhere, and now it's been made into this like beautiful paperback. Yeah, loving it. And I picked up from the works A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch by Sarah Hawley. I've got the first book, so I've got that one now. So I'm looking forward to reading this. So another part of the 3 for £6 deal was Witch You Weren't Here by Emma Jackson. I love these kind of like witchy romance books. Filthy Rich Vampire, Geneva Lee. Forbidden Fruit. Love it. And finally, The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson, the Waterstone's exclusive signed edition, which I pre-ordered. I have it in my hands. I'm really looking forward to this one. Look at underneath. So cool. Really excited to read this one. So there you have it, guys. That is the end of this book haul. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please do give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you read any of these books down below in the comments. All of my social media links will be linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. But that's it from me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!